Dear friends, once again Jude is from Holy Land. Today I'm going to speak about very interesting thing as I do always. Today especially about Jesus. Jesus and his painful prayer in the Getsemane. Getsemane means what? It is a place where you will see the olive trees, and there people used to make oil out of the olive fruits. So saying this, historically this place is being proved to be these trees, these olive trees are like finally they had done the research and they are able to come up. These trees maybe might have been planted or just 12 centuries, but then in this recent like 2010, after 2000 there was a study on these trees to know the olive trees are not like other trees. Other trees when you cut you will see the circle around to see how old this tree is. But when you see these olive trunks, these are not like that. These are line. This like grow the trunk differently. You will see it is every year, every month it's becoming bigger and bigger. It's not the circle, but then the side will be the witness to the age. But then if the olive tree has got another important thing is the tree always, when you cut the olive tree, it starts from the roots. But what happened was, people believe these olive trees are not that the time of Jesus, because when the Roman came and when they conquered, they cut everything to make certain equipments. But then they cannot cut from the root. Root will always come. When they studied the root here, the root says it is back 2000 years back, 2015 or 2016 years back trees. These trees are really an evidence that here where Jesus speaks to his disciples. That's what when Judas Iscariot, he knows that Jesus will be here. He can betray, he can tell him this is Jesus, because this is the place where Jesus used to meet. And this is the place Jesus was praying, and this is the place where the apostles were, sleeping while he was praying. Saying this, I would like to speak about the church. The church is called All Nation Church because this church was, as I already mentioned in my video, it is architecture from the Italian architecture, Antonio. So he is the one who did this one. But this church, important thing is, this church is not like one church, one structure, but then it's mixture of cultures, mixture of architects. Then you will see the outside it looks like a basilica, and inside the mixture of the Islamic culture. So you can understand why this church is being called the All Nation Church. Adding to this, what I would like to say is, this church is being, the altar, you will see that stone. When you are able to see, go and see the stone where Jesus actually prayed, where Jesus actually, before he is being crucified, before he was taken to judgment, he was speaking there, and he was praying there, and he was being betrayed by the Jews. So dear friends, when you visit this place, and you can see, when you stand here front of this church, you will see the wall of the David wall, that western wall, and this church straight opposite to it. I would like to request you all, when you come here, go to the garden. It's very important. Church also important, but the garden also important. Garden will give the sense of now you see the artificially they are made like flower beds and all sort of things, but then the trees are being preserved. So when you come, don't miss the place where Jesus prayed. The place Gethsemane, we all know, the Bible, it is clearly written. And I would suggest you first pray and feel the love of God, and enter the church and see it's a marvelous architect. And you front of the church, you stand front of the church and look at the viewpoint, and you will know, when you know the history, why I am saying, you will know. Thank you.
So this brings us to the end of yet another episode of The Narrative. Do like and share the video, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And yes, if you have any comments, do feel free to write them in the comment section.